try being an influencer for a day. Try it.
Try being an influencer for a day. Try it.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Nikki, and we are a little weird around here. And I'm back. It's been 3 months, so I have been planning my wedding for the past year and a half or so. I've been MIA because I've been planning it, high stress. I just didn't have time to film. I really needed some time for me. He needed time for him. It's just been a really long few months, and I just couldn't focus on editing really or filming. I just didn't have the motivation. I was a lot in my head, quite a bit. So I want to say thank you for letting me take this time to and I was thinking, since I've been gone, and this is also the month that I first started my channel, so it's been 1 year, I thought we should go back to my roots and do a TBR jar picks my reads for this month. I love these videos purely because everyone is going in blindly when they're picking a book. I don't have to hear about what the book could be, so I'm not getting any potential spoilers. So this makes it a lot of fun. If you don't know how these work, basically you have a jar and a whole bunch of prompts in it, and then you just hand pick how many you want to read for that month. I think I want to do 6 books. What have I been averaging lately? I'll be real with you, if this prompt looks like absolute crap, I probably will skip it. So I'm just giving you a heads up, it's my video, I gotta do whatever I want, so whatever. A book out of my comfort zone. Out of my comfort zones are usually like horror books, classics, sci-fi. I grabbed 2 books. I have, for my first option, sci-fi. So I don't read hardly any sci-fi. I feel like my brain just can't compute, even though I love epic high fantasies. It's just something different about being on a planet. So I might want to do Red Rising. I've been putting this off, but now it's finally the season to do it. But another one I've been really itching to read lately is The Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. This is I think Paper Mill Press edition. I really don't recommend getting these books. They're really pretty, but they're not good for you to read. The spine is 100% broken in there. I really don't recommend getting these kind of copies, but Charles Dickens is in fact a classic, and I would love to dip into some classics, but I might end up still having this on my TBR. So this isn't a no per se, and I don't want to keep teasing it because this has been on my TBR a lot. I put this on the TBR and I'm I'm gonna read it, and I'm yeah, no. I think I might actually do A Tale of Two Cities instead. I really, really want to read a classic, and I don't read classics except from high school and college was the last time I read classic books. Yeah, so number 1, Tale of Two Cities. There's 2 in here. Do I just grab them both? You know what? No, I don't want that one. I'll take the little guy. Ooh, a fantasy book. That's exciting. I love fantasy books. There's so many I can choose from though. What am I gonna pick? Do I do a YA fantasy, an epic fantasy? Do I pick a regular fantasy? Maybe read The Hobbit? So the first one I'm kind of thinking of is Serpent and the Wings of Night. This is, I think, Games and Trials, vampires, fated mates situation, touch her and you die trope. And these are free on KU, by the way, so you don't have to feel obligated to get this and buy it, but I saw that they got traditionally published, and the hardcovers are so gorgeous. Say less, I'm buying it. So this is definitely vampires. Vampires sound like a lot of fun, and it's a little spicy. On the complete opposite side of the spectrum, we have a YA. This is, I think, also Games and Trials, and Touch Her and You Die, and Who Did This to You trope. Every 100 years, the island of Lightlark appears for only 100 days to host a deadly game, where the rulers of 6 realms fight to break their curses and win unparalleled power. Each ruler has something to hide, and each curse is adequately wicked. To break them and save themselves in the realms, one ruler must die. That sounds like a freaking blast to me. I don't know about you. But look how pretty. They have these little edges. So cute. And then the last option, like I just pick a classic for my first one, and here I am holding The Hobbit. Low key and in a Lord of the Rings mood. I don't know what it is. It's September. It's probably because it's September, and Lord of the Rings is like that perfect cozy fall feel, especially the first one. The Fellowship of the Ring is by far the most coziest thing I've ever read, and then the second one would have to be The Hobbit. Like they're both like just the perfect autumnal feeling books. Like what I'm in the mood for, I really want to read The Hobbit. Like I really want to read The Hobbit, but I also really want to read Lilac, and I really want to read Serpent and the Wings of Night. Like, why is this so hard to pick? All right, my heart is telling me The Hobbit. So you know what? I'm just gonna go crazy. I think I'm just going to my roots here, and I'm doing a reread of The Hobbit. This is technically 2 rereads. Should I read The Hobbit? I really want to read The Hobbit.
You always say it.
I know, I always say it, but I never do it. Like look, we're on page 20 right here. This is where Nathan left off when he started reading in January. Okay, you know what? I'm being overly dramatic here, and I think I'm just gonna pick the book that I want to read. And I want to read The Hobbit. We're gonna not worry about Nathan's little thing here. Western theme. This is becoming like a really, really good TBR. Yes, okay. I already know exactly which books that I'm in the mood to read. I will grab them. So the first one I have is Hopeless by Elsie Silver. This is Beau's story. This is the final book in the Chestnut Springs series. I think this is a fake marriage of convenience trope, and it is also military romance too, because Beau has been on deployment on almost all the books, and now he's finally back. So it's like, you know what's been kind of going on with Beau with all the other books, but now you finally kind of get the solidification of the Chestnut Springs series. I really want to read this. Really want to read it, but I found another really close books that remind me of Chestnut Springs, and it's called The Hayden Family. They are by Jennifer Milken. Highly, highly recommend. If you're still trying to find another Chestnut Springs books that help you fill that void, the first one is called The Patriot. Oh, it's so good. I love that book. And then the second one is called The Maverick. And this is about the middle Hayden brother. It's a single parent trope. All of them are like kind of outlaw cowboys. The Haydens will literally do anything to make sure that their family is protected. And that means including breaking the law. So here's the problem. Do I delay the inevitable and don't read Hopeless, or do I go into the second book in the series and read Maverick? Like, look at this cover. Like, doesn't that speak Western to you? These are stunning, and you can get these on Amazon, and they're also on Kindle Unlimited. I think I'm gonna do the Maverick. I have to do the Maverick. Like, I don't know what it is. This just screams Western to me. Oh, and I can just see myself reading this on the beach. I might have to bring this one. Oh, a book one of my favorite booktubers like. Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. I can do that. I can definitely do that. I have so many favorite booktubers right now. I think in general, like a consensus of the booktubers, because I have so many favorite booktubers in general, I don't really know which one to pick. And I feel like that's just kind of hard to do because I'm not really sure like what genre I'm in the mood to do. Last year, this book completely blew up and it got everyone onto the radar of her, and a lot of people had this as their 5-6 star read. A lot of people really, really liked this book, and that would have to be The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I have tried Ashley before. I read The Dead Romantics and I actually ended up DNFing it because I just didn't really like jive with it very well, and I've been a little nervous to read The 7-Year Slip. But I hear the magical realism is really good in it. It's supposed to be really cute, and this came out last autumn, and I just want to read this. I think this would be really fun. Low-key kind of hoping it's not rom-com-y though. Like, I don't really like rom-coms very much. I've realized that the more I'm reading, I just find them way too cheesy. Like, there's a time and place for rom-coms, but I just don't think I personally jive with rom-coms very much. So I'm hoping this ends up being a favorite of mine as well. So let's go with The 7-Year Slip. This one. Ooh, a dystopian. Here to it. Dystopian books. This is dystopian. This is dystopian either. Yeah, this is not dystopian. Besides the obvious, I think I have two right here in front of me. I think the first one I'm thinking of is The Man in the High Castle. This is like Japan and Germany won World War II. This just screams dystopian. And I've been wanting to read it for a while. It's America, 1962. Slavery is legal once again, and the few Jews who survived hide under assumed names. In San Francisco, the I Ching is as common as the Yellow Pages, all because some 20 years earlier the United States lost a war and is now occupied by Nazi Germany and Japan. And then I have a YA, and it's called SciFi, and it's a world with no hunger, no disease, no war, no misery. Humanity has conquered all those things and has even conquered death. Now Psys are the only ones who can end life and are commanded to do so in order to keep the size of the population under control. I don't know, do I feel like I want to do something kind of YA? I've had this on my shelves for a hot minute. I don't know, this just sounds interesting. What if the United States lost World War II? Like literally a what if. You know what? I think I'm gonna pick The Man in the High Castle. It's not that I don't want to read Scythe. I've heard like mixed reviews on Scythe. Not really in a YA mood right now, but I feel like this is like the quintessential dystopian. Like you just don't know. And this is a very short book. It's not even 300 pages long. So I feel like this would be really, really fun to read. Hopefully we can get some more autumnal books. I like this one. Ooh, a cover I really like. A cover in general I really like is actually The Priory of the Orange Tree. That one is really, really pretty. But I'm like, I don't know if I'm in the mood to really jump into that book. I'm gonna go with maybe my favorite thriller covers because I want a thriller to read. So I have Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. I've read only one Riley Sager book. I really, really liked it. So this is Dream Apartment, people start going missing kind of thing. Another one I've seen jump around on BookTube and BookTok quite a bit, A Flicker in the Dark. People go missing. Her dad is the one that like supposedly did it, but now like more murders are happening again like from before and things are kind of getting a little crazy. So that sounds like a lot of fun. And then the last one I have in general, because I think the cover is also really pretty, is The Lost Apothecary. And it's a novel, and I'm pretty sure this is like women are like poisoning people during London. I'm actually in between Lock Every Door and The Lost Apothecary. I feel like these are both very good autumnal books, but I also feel like one of them is probably a little bit more spooky than the other. I like the cover of this one more, but I think I would like this book better. And I like how spooky this looks. Like this looks really cool. Like it's a mystic kind of creature kind of going on here. I don't know. 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 I think I want to do this one. I think this is a perfect autumnal, scary-ish, getting ready for the season kind of book. I feel like this is like a very interesting TBR. Like this is not a TBR I feel like I would normally pick. So let's quickly go through them. The first book is A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. Next, we have The Maverick, a Western book. As my fantasy book, I'm actually gonna go with The Hobbit. I really want to get back into the Lord of the Rings, so I feel like this is a great start. And if you are trying to get into the Lord of the Rings books, read The Hobbit first. This is easier to read than the other ones. I have The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I have The Man in the High Castle. And last but certainly not least, we have Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. I think this is gonna be a ton of fun. So let's get these all lined up here. Well, look how colorful this is. This is a great lineup. Like this is like a little bit of everything kind of going on in here. I'm excited. It feels like it's not just the same thing over and over again. Like it feels good. Like it feels like I'm gonna be dipping my toes into quite a bit. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit like, follow, and subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications so you can know when I upload. And I do want to say I'm sorry for me being gone for quite a hot minute, but I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be in the thick of things, and I missed you guys. I really, really did. And it's refreshing to be in front of the camera and talk to you guys again because it's been way too long, quite frankly. I hope you guys are having a great day or night or whatever time you are watching this, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye guys.